Our medical staff for Dalhousie Football is pretty comprehensive. We have me as a physiotherapist, and I'm there every night of practice for the beginning, helping teach the students one-on-one, assessing injuries. I'm there at just about every game. This year it was every game, so I'm helping on site, teaching them in the moment. And then we have the orthopedic fellows that are orthopedic surgeons but specializing in sports, so we have them at our disposal. If we have a home game, we have them there, and they're teaching me, I'm teaching them on-site care, injury assessment. We have one of the best concussion docs around, and she is also with us some games and helps us participate in concussion rehab. Any questions I have in trying to navigate the students or athletes through their concussion, she helps me, I help them, we both learn, and ultimately the player gets the best care in terms of, early detection, treatment, and follow through with that. So it works out really well. We also have the research study where they have MRIs if they want to participate in that. And it is for research purposes, but should things need to be MRI'd, it is there. We also have early access to the orthopedic surgeons having them on our team. We can get our players in to see a shoulder specialist, a hip specialist, a knee specialist. They are at our disposal. And of course, they have access to see me on a Wednesday or Thursday night. I can assess their injury. If it needs treatment, I will see them in clinic. I will see them within 24 hours of their injury. And if I don't know what's going on, I will find out from a specialist or someone can help me.
So last year I had a AC sprain in my right shoulder, and I came to Lisa immediately and we started working. She gave me a bunch of exercises that I could do to improve on it, and it helped me over the course of the year, not only with football but lifting and off-season training too. And it was, I'm really grateful for it, and it's awesome, and it's progressed and been a lot better now.
So coming into Dal, I wasn't really aware of all the health and physio benefits we really had with Lisa and the research team. Having the concussion detection tools in the helmets has been invaluable. And having a physio dedicated to the team is above and beyond what I would expect. I know varsity athletes at Dal don't get the coverage that we get from Lisa, having her at every single practice. For me personally, every year I've dealt with injuries, and I don't think I would have been able to continue to play without the support of her and being able to see her 24 hours after an injury.
I think Lisa's ability to relate to players, being an athlete herself and an avid runner, is very crucial, and helps give firsthand experience on what to do and what not to do in our rehabilitation.
I got my start in sport physiotherapy my very first year at physio school. Physiotherapists came in with great enthusiasm and said, we're looking to teach people to tape on-site emergency care. And I was an athlete, I was a varsity athlete. I played every sport going, and being in physio school, I didn't really have a lot of time to play sports. Plus I was ineligible switching from one university to the other. So I thought, what a great opportunity. So I went out and I was a student trainer with St. Mary's, because then we didn't have the Dal. So I covered football and basketball, and man, did I learn a lot. I learned from the therapists that were there, whether they were students or physiotherapists. We learned lots of different injuries, especially with a football team. You get anything and everything. You see live, fresh injuries on site. You get to assess them. You see how they are when they first get injured to where they are in a couple hours later, or a couple months later, or weeks. So it was a great hands-on experience as a young student. I learned a ton.
She takes a lot of time out of her own time, not even just with the football team when we're at practice, to teach us how to tape, how to do on-field assessments and off-field assessments. And she just always wants to keep us learning and on our toes and just be ready for anything.
So I started then, did it for 3 years, did St. Mary's 2 years, then we went to Dal. Dal had a program, and I did that. When I graduated from physio school, I ran the Dalhousie varsity trainer program with all the sports, and I loved it. Treated all the athletes, did that. Then I got married, had kids, and I kind of got out of that. So then I didn't do that. When my son started football, that's when I got back into it. He was at Citadel Football and they needed a trainer, and I thought, wow, yeah, I think I can do this again. And it was fun. So my training experience got renewed, my taping, my being part of the team as a mom and as a physio and physio trainer went on. And then Jim created Dal Football, and of course we need trainers and football and physiotherapy. So here we are 13 years later and full on, full here and enjoying it.
With being a second-year kinesiology student, we normally don't get a lot of hands-on experience of finding out if we like to do these types of things. For our kinesiology class in second year, we're learning a lot about the muscles, bones, the movements, and how it affects athletes or even just everyday movement. So I feel with doing this program, it has helped me a lot with applying my learning and see it actually in a real life experience.
So in helping our trainers, whether they're kinesiology students, physio students, medical students, pharmacy students, I don't think I missed any. No, I think that's all the disciplines we had as students. So we teach them how to tape. We teach them in the moment with a new injury. We ad lib if we have an injury that we're not really sure. Like this year we had a guy who had a fractured thumb. He had it in a cast, but we needed to club him up. So we collaborated together to figure out the best way to keep him safe to play. A learning environment is great. But if you have someone who's there as an expertise, say it's a senior therapist, a physiotherapist, a senior trainer, all of those people can help the younger trainers, newer trainers work and help out. I'm there just about every night that they need to tape the guys, so I can keep an eye on it, help critique them, guide and glide them in the moment, get them, other students to help show them. I can help show them, get them to repeat it so they learn the correct way, I'm hoping, and keep practicing the correct way.
I've always wanted to have a career in physiotherapy, and I have never really gotten the chance to have a hands-on experience to see if I even would like to continue doing physiotherapy. So I have a lot of friends in kinesiology who do play for the football team, and has always talked very highly of Lisa about her knowledge and how she's just able to explain what's going on with the guys in just such simple terms. So they had reached out to Lisa for me, and then I messaged Lisa, went to the training camp, and then she liked my abilities and we worked well together, and now we're going from there.
I look for with a trainer when they're coming to the team is somebody that can be part of a team, that can work with others, willing to learn. Maybe some experience or not, because we're going to teach them, but we do need to have a certain level of our senior therapists helping our younger therapists, and of course me, I'm there. But what I'm looking for in a trainer is just somebody who's willing to learn, willing to bend and be flexible, willing to stay from a 9 p.m. to 11 at night, willing to endure the elements. We've had a trainer that just graduated from us, and I'll tell you, we could count on her. She was dependable. She was there. She even did research, looked up things on her phone, found different ways that we might do things. You know, it was all a very good collaboration. So we want people to give input. We want people to research and do things, but we also want them to be flexible and committed and show up when they do.
I think over the last 3 years, Lisa's had a tremendous impact on recovery and my ability to perform on Saturdays or Sundays. And as a team as a whole, I would say at least 80% of our players have come here to Lisa for a number of injuries, bruises, ankle rolls, broken bones, whatever it may be, to rehab and to get back to playing as quick as possible. And Lisa's a great resource at Dal, one that's really unique in especially our league, but youth sports as well.